Howdy gang, thanks for hanging out with me again today. I'm over on Cannock Chase and I'm going to be doing a circular through the Shugborough Estate. We're going to be crossing the Essex Bridge and I'll tell you a little bit of history about that. Along the way I'm going to stop off, cook myself a bit of lunch. I'm going to have a nice simple Chinese curry, so stick around for that. I hope that goes well and hopefully the weather will hold out and we'll get some stunning scenery as well. I was planning on heading up to the Peak District today, but what with these couple of storms that we've had, and I saw that there'd been trees dropping in the road and stuff, so I just thought it'd be a little bit more sensible to stay a bit closer to home. So we're coming up to the stepping stones now, which is a favourite for lots of people. Something that I just don't understand, and I probably never will understand, is Chinese writing. So Shugborough was originally built in 1693 and it's been altered by generations of the Anson family and became a 900-acre estate on the edge of Cannock Chase, the homes to the Earls of Lichfield. For over 300 years it was home to Thomas Patrick Anson, 5th Earl of Lichfield, better known as the world famous photographer Patrick Lichfield. So when my grandparents used to come over the chase, I mean, it was back in the days when the video cameras were like massive, the ones that you literally had to put on your shoulder and you need a massive tripod because they were that heavy. I can remember watching a video as a kid and my dad and my uncle and that, they were all in fits because my grandma was like off in the distance, just shouting back, "Come on, Lord Lichfield, get a move on." And yeah, fond memories of my grandma always calling my granddad Lord Lichfield. Not really expecting a lot at this time of the year, but it looks like obviously they're preparing for the spring and the summer, when this place, honestly, it is just colour. everywhere, every plant imaginable, and it is absolutely stunning. So yeah, not a lot to see unfortunately. Let's crack on. I'm getting a little bit peckish now. It's almost time for lunch. So we are heading towards the Essex Bridge, which is fitting because my wife is from Essex, and because she's from Essex, Jimmy Carr called her a slag. So yeah, we went to see Jimmy Carr at the Civic Hall in Wolverhampton, and he was doing his usual thing, you know, audience participation, and he says like, where are you from? And like, I just don't get it, because my missus is one of those people, she's the last person that you'd think would shout out. But she did. She'd had a drink. So yeah, he was like, Essex? Essex? What are you doing here on a Friday night? Shouldn't you be out shagging, you slag? Which, of course, you know, I've never let her forget since. But she will be watching this, so of course you're not a slag, babe, of course you're not. That is the Essex Bridge that we've just crossed there, and it is the longest remaining pack horse bridge in England, and it has 14 of its original 40 round span arches, and it was built for Queen Elizabeth I so that she could go hunting in the woodland nearby. Spot on. Okay. Ooh. Let's get everything out. First of all, what I do want to do is sanitize, because, you know, you just can't be too careful, can you? So I've got my Chinese curry powder, which we'll make up once we've fried the onion off, the little pieces of non-chicken that I've got, and I've got a little bit of cauliflower rice. So we'll fry all that off first. I just need to cut my onion. So I've got like a little makeshift chopping board here. Okay. Of course, it's sod's law that now I've started cooking, the wind's picked up. It has not been this windy throughout my whole hike, and now I've started cooking, it's really started to pick up. And it's that law, isn't it, of sod. Touch more oil. I'll just let that fry off for about 5 minutes or so, constantly stirring. Cool, that's ready to go in there now. Little bit more olive oil, and now I just want to fry off my little bit of cauliflower rice, and then I'm just going to mix it all together anyway, guys, just so it's nice and easy. So this will literally take a minute to 2 minutes, not long at all. Okay, so for the curry sauce, what we want is some water, not too much, and then with this, just going to add it all, and then just keep stirring. This is the Mayflower one, and you can get this in B&M, and it is absolutely banging. Now, depending on what consistency I want, I'll just add more water if I need to. But literally, all I'm going to do now is just keep stirring constantly, bring it to the boil, and then let it simmer for a couple of minutes. And guys, we're going to have a banging Chinese curry here, out in the woods. And it's not even that hard to do. Touch more water in, not a lot, just a smidge. So yeah, that's really thickening up now, look. Right, I'm going to turn the heat down a little. Oh yeah. Look at that. Check that bad boy out. Hell yeah. Oh, well, I tell you what, that was absolutely delicious. Love this. Another great time out, hiking and cooking. You just can't beat it. Just bring that to the boil so it's nice and hot, and then I've just got these, give it a good clean out, and obviously, you know, take all my rubbish home with me. We've got a Chinook. Whoa! They are huge, man. I've actually decided against making a cup of tea because the wind was just getting a little bit too much, so I've packed up and we're going to make a move. What another fantastic hike. Really enjoyed that. I'm about 200-300 metres from my car now, just heading up this lane. And then I am looking forward to getting these boots off, I'm not gonna lie. It's been really good. If you have watched till the end, thank you so much for hanging out with me.